everyone, and welcome to San Diego, one of the great cities in this country, and Snapdragon Stadium, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. But today, the site of one of the great bowls every year, the Holiday Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll run the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman.
He's loose at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So Syracuse's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Navy offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying along the field goal? Are you going for it on a 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Here comes the option. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, if he does the work to get the 1st.
The option look. He'll toss it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the... for the 0 at the 37.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the fullback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. On the option. Now the pitch. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
There he goes to the right. The 40, the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Goes to the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the way.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running back goes in motion. Coming after it. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Second down coming up. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The give to the left. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Clock reads 14 seconds here in the first half. Will they just run out the time and go to the locker room? Corners are going to bail. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This is a designed run. Tackle is made after the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to...
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, just shadow. A lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick work on that. Just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this front.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now on the option. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one. And on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Makes the grab. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's going to pass. Fires deep on the run. Touchdown, Navy! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose that first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Navy will go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking for a man on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On the run, fires downfield. He's got him wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. To the air on first down. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cuse.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Direct snap. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ortiz. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well at all.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
It's caught. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse